Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Griffin from Inspire New Hampshire Strength and Fitness with a little talk for you today of how to make progress in the gym, or are you set up to win? So this conversation has come up between myself and a couple of newer clients over the past couple of weeks, and so I thought it was worth making a video to address some of the things that you can be doing to make sure that you're going to be making the progress and getting the wins that you're hoping to achieve by having a fitness program. Now, before I get into it, I just want to address one thing, and that is that all over the internet and social media, we see transformational pictures and transformations shared of sometimes weight loss transformations or whatever, and are they realistic? And one thing I just want to say about that is those transformations are taken from people that have amazing success, and they have worked really hard to get those transformations, I'm sure. But sometimes we look at that and we want that same level of result, and we don't know all the underlying factors of where that person was before they started, what their diet is like, what their workouts are like, and their program is like. Are they taking supplements? What supplements are they taking? Are they also taking any illicit drugs or any performance enhancing things that are banned? These are just things that we don't know when we get that just quick snapshot of that photo. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of things and a couple of factors that you can be doing and kind of checking off some boxes to make sure that you are getting the progress that you're looking for and getting the results in the gym from all your hard work. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is health and just general health. Are you healthy? Now, the immune system is what is responsible for repairing muscle tissue and rebuilding muscle tissue after your workouts. So if you are already fighting something, now, COVID's the big thing out there right now. So if you were, say, sick with COVID, obviously we wouldn't expect to make progress in the gym if your immune system is battling that virus of COVID. Now, I know that's an extreme situation, an extreme scenario, but we have a lot of other underlying things that people kind of shrug it off of, oh, I'm just a little run down, or I didn't sleep that well, or it's just a little cold. And all those things make a factor. So the more stress your immune system is under, then the less it's going to be able to help you recover from your workout and repair that muscle tissue and rebuild that muscle tissue to help you see that progress. So also, if we are stressed out, so if our cortisol hormone is high, that is also suppressing our immune system and is going to limit our progress when our immune system goes to try and repair that muscle tissue if we're dealing with some type of other stress on our body. Now, the second part of our health is what I refer to as joint dysfunction. So if you've had a knee injury, a hip injury, shoulder injury, back injury, whatever it is that joint healed? Do you have good function of that joint that you can actually express strength, you can get that joint stronger? So I've seen people with shoulder injuries and they go to test their shoulder, it only moves to here. So we can't expect to really get that shoulder to perform if it's stuck. So first we might need to take some of the brakes off the shoulder, making sure that it can move correctly and do its job before we're going to ask more of it and try and get that shoulder stronger and develop more muscle tissue around that joint. Now, there are tactics that you could use, a limited range of motion and other things that I won't get into right now. And so you could see results. There are outliers to this rule. It's not 100%. But when I look at somebody, I'm looking to make progress with them. I'm looking to get somebody healthy and make progress. So I don't want to just get the weight off or get them stronger in a limited range of motion. I want to make sure that their joints can do that job that they're looking for it to do. So when they go to enjoy their life outside the gym, that they can do all the things that they want to do, that they're not just strong or they don't just look good, but their body can do what they want it to do, and they can be happy and healthy and everything that comes with that. So the second factor we're going to look at is diet. So are you fueled up and ready to go? Now, a lot of times we see people that have extra weight to lose, they start restricting calories right away, and they think that by lowering their calories, that's going to see them see faster results and get to their goal faster. Now, I want you to just kind of flip your mindset a little bit of eating to refeed and heal yourself, eating to be healthy, not restricting to lose. Now, when we get sick, so COVID came up as the example earlier. If you got COVID, you would go out and you would see your doctor and you would get any medications you need. You would be making sure that you're eating proper foods that are going to help heal your body, because you're going to try and put in as many good things as you can so you can get your body healthy again so you can do what it needs to do. And it's the same thing with people that are overweight. We don't need to starve our body down to our goal. We need to give the proper nutrition, proper food, so our body can heal itself, so it can do the jobs that it needs to do, so it can be healthy. So we're looking to get strong and healthy, and we're never going to do that by restricting calories. We want to make sure that we're eating good foods and also having a good balance. If all you're eating is junk food, we're never going to have the fuel for our workouts to really push hard in our workouts, and we're also not going to be refueled for your body to then build up that muscle tissue so that you can have the body that you are proud of, that looks the way you want it to look and performs the way you want it to perform. So making sure that we have proper hydration and proper food is really important. And both sides of the coin. If you're looking to lose weight, obviously proper nutrition is really important. If you're looking to add extra muscle tissue and if you're looking to get really strong, proper nutrition is also really important, because your body won't just grow with whatever nutrients you throw at it. Your body's looking for certain things to help rebuild that muscle tissue and to keep you healthy. And the third category is what I'm going to call exercise intelligence, or do you know how to work out? So firstly, do you know how to perform the exercise or the movement safely and correctly? So I'm just going to use the squat as an example. So if you don't know how to squat, and so your knees came in, or you're rounding your back, and we hear all the time, oh, squats hurt my knees, or squats hurt my back. And then we teach somebody how to squat correctly. And they're like, oh my gosh, that doesn't hurt. If you are hurting your body during the workout with bad form and you don't even know what bad form is, then your body's going to be reacting to that bad form, and there's going to be some joint inflammation and other things going on. So you're basically affecting the joint, you're not training the muscle tissue. So we want to make sure that we have proper form so that A, we're not hurting ourselves, and B, that stress can go into the muscle tissue, not our joints, so that we're not inflamed later or sore with achy back or achy knees, shoulders, and what have you. The second thing is do you have a good mind to muscle connection? Can you contract the muscle that you're trying to work? So a easy example of that is a lot of guys, when they join the gym, they all want to train arms. And so they know how to do bicep curls. Everybody's seen somebody doing bicep curls and knows how to work arms. So that comes very naturally to a lot of people. But do you know how to contract your back? Do you know how to contract your shoulders? Do you know how to contract your thighs, your glutes, your calves? All these things come into factor. And the harder you can contract a muscle, the more you're going to be able to train that muscle and get it to grow. And also the more control you're going to have to make sure that you stay safe. So coming back to our joint dysfunction though, if we don't have proper mobility, we might not be able to achieve that muscle contraction. So as an example, a lot of people come into Inspire with tight hips. A lot of people in our population sit way too much. So when your hips are tight, I'm going to exaggerate a little bit, but if my hips are tight and I'm here and I have bad posture here, we're never going to be able to express the muscles of our hips or our back if we're stuck in this kind of bad posture with tight muscles pulling us into that bad posture. So making sure that we kind of take the brakes off a little bit so that you have good mobility, so that you can perform the movement correctly once again, but also be able to train that muscle in the range of motion that it has and it offers you. And the last thing is mindset. Do you have the mindset to push through when it gets hard? So there's an analogy out there, may have heard it, may not, but when a caterpillar is turning into a butterfly, if it doesn't have the struggle of pushing itself out of the cocoon, it never pushes blood into the wings, and the caterpillar never becomes a butterfly that can actually fly. It's the same thing in many areas of life, but it's very, very apparent in the gym. So being able to push through that struggle, to be able to embrace that struggle and then push through that boundary. And a lot of times our mind will talk to us in the middle of our workout, and it has a safety mechanism where it says, hey, you're doing enough, you can stop here. You don't need to push any harder. if you push any harder, something bad might happen. And it's not until you do that enough that you learn, hey, I know how to push through that. Nothing bad is going to happen. I'm safe and I can push a little bit harder. And when we get that extra little push, when we have that little breakthrough of that plateau, that's when we're going to see that extra little bit of growth. So first we start working hard, we achieve a level of success, and you might get stuck there for a little bit, and then, hey, I've been working at this weight for a while, I'm going to try five more pounds, 10 more pounds, whatever it is. I'm going to get another repetition or 5 more repetitions or whatever it is. So there's many different ways where we can achieve a higher intensity to our workout. It doesn't always have to be just more weight. And I can go into that in another video. But making sure we have the mindset where we're really pushing ourselves as hard as we can. Now, sometimes I will prescribe different repetitions for our clients, and it could be very low repetitions like 5, or it could be 8 to 10 or 12 to 15, whatever it is. Sometimes I'll see people that always choose the higher repetition. They think that more repetitions is better. It can be. And so they end up choosing a little bit lighter weight to make sure that they meet their repetitions. Then I get people that they always choose the low repetition, and they choose a weight and they just stop, well, I got the lower repetition done. I met my bottom line criteria. When if they just rested a little bit, they could achieve those, they could squeak out another couple of reps. And that's going to be what makes the difference. So making sure we have the mindset to really push through when it's hard and fight through when our brain is trying to keep us safe and telling us to play it safe, that we really push hard and we go after our goals and we really pursue what we want. So just a quick recap of the 3 things that you should focus on to help make you consistent progress and help you win in the gym. Making sure we are healthy, making sure your general health is in check, and making sure if there's any joint dysfunction, that's in check. So seeing your general practitioner, maybe getting some blood work done if you have some concerns, or seeing a physical therapist or a chiropractor if you have some joint dysfunction. Next, we have our diet, making sure we are fueled up so that we can push hard during our workouts, making sure we're eating to recover after our workouts, and we're eating to heal ourselves, not restricting to lose. So it's a big mindset shift in that. And the third thing is our exercise intelligence, or knowing how to perform the movements and exercises correctly, having that good mind to muscle connection to be able to have good contractions, and having the mindset of a winner to really push through when it's getting tough, when it's getting challenging, or when it's getting boring and we just don't feel like doing it, and pushing through that hurdle to the other side. So I hope you found this talk to be helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them below in the comments. I'd love to dive in a little bit deeper for you. But thank you for watching. This is Ryan Griffin from Inspire New Hampshire Strength and Fitness.